Hi everyone, and welcome to week 7 of Insect Club. This is going to be our last week of learning about 4 new insects, and then your last week of trying to find new insects outside. The first insect we're going to learn about is called the Harlequin bug. So you probably have never heard of this bug, but you might have seen it before because it is in a lot of places in Vermont. So Harlequin bugs are cool looking because they're black and orange, but unfortunately they're pests and we don't really want them around. They can be found on a lot of vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower and kale, but we don't want them on those vegetables because what they do is they eat the leaf sap out of those vegetable leaves. So they will, they just suck the sap out of the leaves and it makes little white spots on the leaves, and then the leaves wilt and brown and die, which when the leaves die, the vegetable might die. Harlequin bugs are kind of stink bug, so when you go to catch them, if you decide to go and catch a Harlequin bug, they will be stinky if they feel threatened, okay? So I've never tried to catch a Harlequin bug, so I don't know how stinky they are, but if you try, you might be unpleasantly surprised by their smell. I'm not sure how stinky they are. The next bug we're going to talk about is, well, insect, not bug, is a monarch butterfly. So monarch butterflies are native to North and South America, so they are originally, that means they're originally from those places, but they are starting to live in other warm places that have milkweed. And the reason they're only living in places that have milkweed is because that's the only thing they eat. And so if there's no milkweed, then they can't survive there. Milkweed is toxic to eat, but monarch butterflies actually adapted to be able to eat milkweed, which is a way that they protect themselves from predators or animals that want to eat them. If another animal tries to eat a monarch, then the monarch will taste really bitter to them from the milkweed, and it'll also be poisonous to the animal that's trying to eat the monarch. So other animals try to stay away from monarch butterflies. When it starts getting colder, monarch butterflies migrate or fly south to warmer temperatures. Some monarchs can fly up to 3,000 miles. That's really far. Please, when you're going to find monarch butterflies, do not catch them. Their wings are really fragile, and I know they're really pretty and you want to look at them up close, but I don't want somebody to accidentally hurt a butterfly, okay? So just watch them and observe how pretty they are and see what they do. The next insect we're going to talk about is the pale green weevil. So these bugs are found pretty easily in Vermont. They're everywhere. They like to eat the leaves on birch, willow, maple, and poplar trees. They also like the leaves of fruit trees like apples, pears, cherries, peaches, and plums. So any of those kind of trees, you can find pale green weevils on. So you might think that because they're eating the leaves from these trees, they're harmful, but they're not really harmful. The trees can grow the leaves back quick enough to stay healthy. The only way that they're harmful is if the weevils are eating the leaves on new young trees, okay? Because the young trees maybe aren't able to grow the leaves back quick enough to survive. Before a pale green weevil is actually a weevil, it's first a caterpillar, which we learned about caterpillars last week. And as a 2 weeks ago. And as a caterpillar, they eat the roots at the base of the tree. So you might find caterpillars at the bottom of a tree, and maybe some of those are weevil caterpillars. And again, eating these roots does not hurt the tree unless the tree is a young tree. So I hope you're able to find some pale green weevils on your hunts, and make sure you're looking at different trees and the leaves on those trees, okay? Our last insect we're going to talk about is a dragonfly. Dragonflies have been around for a long time. Fossils of dragonflies actually show that they used to have a wingspan of 2 feet, 2 feet long. That is huge. Could you imagine seeing a dragonfly with their wings 2 feet long? That's crazy. Also, dragonflies are experts at flying. They're really, really good at flying. They can fly in all directions. They can fly up, they can fly down, they can fly to the right or the left, and they can hover in the same spot, which a lot of flying bugs can't do. This is important because they only eat food that they catch in the air while they're flying. So if they're not very good flyers, they probably won't catch very many bugs in the air. Dragonflies' eyes cover almost their entire head. If you've ever seen a dragonfly, you can see that their eyes are just really, really big. And that's because they have really, really excellent vision. They can see in every direction. So they can see just about everywhere around them except directly behind them, okay? Dragonflies are great for mosquito control. So we all hate mosquitoes, and dragonflies eat them, okay? Dragonflies can eat, each single dragonfly can eat between 30 and 100 mosquitoes a day. So if you see dragonflies around you, leave the dragonfly alone because they'll get rid of those pesky mosquitoes. Just like monarch butterflies, dragonflies are fragile and we don't want to accidentally hurt them, so please do not catch them in your bug catcher. Just watch them and observe them and appreciate their beauty. Alright, that is it for week 7. I hope you guys have enjoyed learning about all of these new bugs, and I hope that you're able to find them.